Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fourth episode of NerdCraft. And I know it's been a few weeks since my last episode. Life was somewhat getting in the way for me. But in the last episode, in case you don't remember, we were working on this. We were working on our subscriber forest. And we have had no changes in the number of subscribers, which makes a lot of sense because I have not been active at all since I posted that video. So we're still up to 66. I'm hoping maybe over the course of this episode we might get some more, be able to plant another tree or two at the end of this episode. If not, then that's just the way it goes. But this is essentially what we built, which is just, this plaque for each individual subscriber that we get. We're planting a tree for that person in their memory. But yeah, in this episode, there's a couple of things that I want to do. The first thing I want to do, though, is I want to put in some work into fixing up the Guardian farm. Just the storage unit underneath, it's not a huge job, but I'd like to make it a little bit prettier and just work on the Guardian farm, like the storage unit, essentially, because it's not ideal and it doesn't hold that much. So yeah, I'm going to head over there now and start making some changes there. So yeah, I won't bore you guys with all the details on that one because I've spent a lot of time in the Guardian farm already. But yeah, absolutely gonna fix that up now. Okay, so here we are at the Guardian farm. So just to give you an idea of what it is that I'm trying to do, this system here, it's not that great because once one of these chests fill up, right, or say all these four chests fill up here, and then I clear out the bottom one, the rest don't flow down. So what I'm going to do is make a bit more of a flow down system than what I've currently got, which is more of a just sort of get stuff into chests system, which, yeah, and it's going to be a bit better as well because as I bring it flowing down, I can start to spread it back out this way as well, so it starts heading underneath the sorting system. So that'll just make it look a lot nicer so it won't be so narrow, and then all I need to do is dig down extra layers if I want to expand the system out and put more hoppers in for more storage. So I'm going to clear out all of these chests essentially, except for the top ones, and start trying to flow all of the items down instead. Okay, so we've now completed everything that I'm going to do down here. So as you can see, there's just a bit more space down here. The walls are now a bit more decorated, so we've gotten rid of all of the stone and the gravel and all of that nonsense. We've now actually properly categorized where everything is going, and this whole system is now a funneling system. So when one of these fills up, everything is being fed into the bottom chest, essentially. So it just means that, if I need a stack of something or whatever, then that will just fill up again. And it makes it a lot easier to expand out heading downwards. So if I feel a need that the amount of chests here are not enough, then I will always be able to rectify that. What I might do at some point as well is set up like a crafting station so you can craft up, sea lanterns and prismarine shards, and then a feedback system. So then I'd need to expand it out further that way, I guess. But yeah, then you'd be able to store all of the other items down here as well and not have to travel up and down to sort of store everything, which is what I have been doing whenever I want to make sea lanterns or prismarine bricks. I've just been, essentially just running them in between the two locations. So if I set everything up down there and then, I don't know, get an item elevator that connects back up to these hoppers here, comes back through the system, and then yeah, ends up being sorted into chests along the back here. So, but that's a project for another time. This is just a small thing that I wanted to get out of the way and get working in the short term because the last system required a bit too much maintenance for my liking. So hopefully this is just a bit better, and I think it looks really cool as well. So yeah. Anyway, on with the next task, which I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing next, so I'm just going to have to give it a few moments and think about that. But yeah, when you see me next, I will be engaging in said next task. Okay, so for my next project, I'm going to get started on something that I've been meaning to start for a while, but it's such an enormous project that I've been kind of putting it off for a few different reasons. But I think now I'm kind of at the point now where I'm ready to actually, even start considering this project. But essentially, this path here that has been laid out, this very corner block on the edge here, should be, let's have a look. Oh no, it's because it hasn't. If I come into line over here, we'll be at 101, 101. Now, essentially, if we go down all the way up to this end as well, and I've run out of rockets too, but over here will also be 101, 101. There we go. And within these quarters, what I want to do is essentially, and it's going to be a huge project, but it's dig it all down to bedrock. Hold on, I'll get my fireworks out here so I can demonstrate this a little bit as well. So, it'll be one giant massive square, and you can see that I've started outlining this area along here. And I need to clear this area out here as well, just so, because I need to make it clear where the line is starting. But yeah, it's a major project that I want to get people on the server involved with, and yeah, I'm hoping to do like a couple of nice big streams as well, where everyone's sort of jumping in together and everything, and doing a big dig sort of project. So I've got a few ideas for it, but essentially, yeah, we want to clear all of this space out. If I head up a little bit, maybe we'll even be able to see the area. You can see it's this whole area essentially. All of this, I want it dug out to bedrock. So that's going to be a big thing. So the first thing that I want to do before I do that is get beacons. I've got 4 beacons. I've got, oh, geez, I nearly just flew into that lava there. I've got 4 beacons. I've got some in here in my ender chest as well. Oops, I just put down the beacon instead of actually putting it in my inventory. But I've got these 4 beacons, and I've worked out that if I put them at 50-50 in each corner, then that'll cover the whole area essentially. So the whole area, more or less, will be perfectly suitable for having haste 2 covering the whole area. So that should hopefully make it a lot easier. So if I head over to 50-50 up here. Here we go, we must be nearby. 50-50, so it'd be this one. And then I know that it's a cardinal sin to dig down, but actually I might as well at least, I should get myself some water at least if I can do that. I can even hear lava. Let's have a look here. But yeah, I'll dig all the way down to bedrock essentially and place in 4 beacons in these locations. And that'll be making sure that that whole area is covered very nicely with haste 2 across the whole area. So let's have a look here. Where do I keep my buckets of water? There's one, excellent. I'll put these beacons as well away just in case, but I think I'll be alright. Okay, so we've made it here down to where bedrock starts as well. I'll just put a bit of space up here. And I'm just going to start putting in these beacons in this area as well. So, yeah, I'm just going to make the space for it. I can't even remember how much space you'd need at the bottom. What? Is it 7 by 7? I think it's 7 by 7. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with 7 by 7 for now. 1, 2, 3. And then if it's not, then I can just expand it out. Okay, so I was wrong. It wasn't a 7 by 7. It's a 9 by 9. But I'm pretty sure I've built my structure here now. So if I get my beacon here. I kind of want to chuck that up there. There we go. So that seems to be working okay. Now I need to get my iron ingots, which I've got some here. Excellent. And I should be able to go boom, select haste to, haste to, there we go. And that should keep us going in that whole quadrant for a while. And we can see that is all perfectly lined up. So we've got 3 more of those to do, and then we'll be able to start looking at trying to clear out some of this area. Okay, so we're now just constructing this last beacon here, and for those of you who are somewhat astute, you might realize that I'm missing something. And that is the 80 levels that I had before, because I had an unfortunate situation because I was foolish and I've been digging straight down with these holes, and I fell into a pit of mobs and was blown up by a creeper. That being said, after a few battles, I did manage to regain all of my stuff, and this is the last beacon that we need to get set up. So I'm just going to chuck this down here. Very good. That should start lighting up in a second there. There we go. Put that there. Get ourselves haste 2. Get our rockets, and we'll fly back up out of here. Oh, that hasn't worked at all. Oh, but haste 2 definitely has. Here we go. Straight up. Okay, now we're out of here. So as you can see, we have our 4 beacons set up strategically in the correct locations to ensure that this whole area that spans out 101 blocks in each direction from 0, 0 is all covered. Well, technically the 101st block wouldn't be covered. So if I stand right here on this corner, we should see in a few moments that the haste will in fact run out. Oh, this would be the corner, would it? No, this is technically the corner. And as you can see, our haste has in fact run out, but if I hop over here, we get it straight back. So it comes up to 100, 100 in each section, and it goes all the way and covers the center block at 0, 0, which for those of you who have been with us for a while know is right in the center of the world. Here we are at 0, 0. So yeah, we have this area on lockdown with when it comes to the haste 2 beacons, which is going to make it a lot easier when it comes to starting to clear out this area. So the next thing on my to-do list is to just continue to define the area. So I'll continue to clear this bit of path out and widen this out. I want to have essentially this sort of gap, this length of gap. This goes up to 120, I believe. Yeah, so when we're standing here, we're at 120. So it's like a 20 or so block gap between where we want to start digging down. And then, yeah, hopefully we can get like an outline of the surroundings. So I need to clear all of this out and all of this out along here as well on the edges. So I'm going to get working on that and starting to flatten out this area and outline the area that we're going to dig out to bedrock. I am nervous because this is going to be a massive monumental project. Okay, so I've been out here for a little while now, and we've managed to get this perimeter up and around the entire way through. So now we have a very clear and defined border of where needs to be dug out. And I've also just gone along and I've outlined this line here as well, just to show what the outer edge needs to be. So yeah, we have a very clear and defined area. Anything within this square needs to be dug out to bedrock. That's sort of the plan at the moment. And, I'm going to send a message out to the other nerds on the NerdCraft server and see if we can maybe organize like a proper stream together or something like that, and try to take out a big chunk of this as much as possible. But this is going to be a very long-term project. Like, this is not something that's going to be done in the next week, month. It might take several months, and even then, it could take longer than that, depending on how many people are interested and wanting to get involved. That being said, this is just something that will be constantly going on in the background, and I'll keep you guys updated on the progress of this project. It's something that I'll just be chipping away at slowly here and there over time, maybe bigger chunks every now and then. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a very large scale project. So I'm looking forward to this one, and yeah, I can't wait to actually get all of this cleared out. I'm also hoping as well that on the other side of this paved area here, it's not really paved, but this flat area here as well, we'll start bringing in some shops and stuff, I think. So people on the server who want to sell any goods are able to do so to other nerds, set up a small shop or whatever. And yeah, if they want to create some things, they are more than welcome to do that in this area just outside of this square. And then the plan will be to sort of terraform the land back in this way, and then sort of build a fence up from here as well, like a big gate. So where the gate sort of meets the landscape will be sort of the general idea to sort of build over time. But at the moment, yeah, I think this is all I'm really going to have time for this episode. I know it's a huge project, but it will be an interesting one. As for the next episode, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I'm thinking like I'd like to start working on a villager trading hall down at the Guardian farm, but that's going to be a massive project as well. So yeah, I'm not really sure which direction I'm going in at the moment. They've got one really large project on the books, and yeah, I'll just play it by ear for now. So I'm not sure how regularly I'll be uploading. I've also been considering looking into some other games as well. So maybe in terms of like ongoing Minecraft videos on the regular, um, you know, whilst this project is going on, at least it might be a more stream-based project, but we'll see what happens. I'm just playing it by ear by now. But look, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate your time and energy in watching it. But yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a message on Twitter or on YouTube or whatever. And if you would like to get your own tree planted as well in Subscriber Forest, which I'm about to plant trees for our latest subscribers too, then you are more than welcome to subscribe as well, and you can get a tree planted in your honor. But until the next episode, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye. So we do have a few new subscribers. The first two subscribers that we're going to put down, we're going to use up 2 of our unknown subscriber plots. So the first one that we're going to put down is Cereal Couch. So thank you so much, Cereal Couch, for your support. This is your tree right here. And over here at number 64, we have JBBJ Nanas. So thank you as well for your support. Very much so appreciated. And this here is your tree. And then over here, we're going to get some new plots going to bring our total number of subscribers up to 68 now. So our first person here is James is blank at number 67. So there we go. Thank you so much, James is blank. So we'll put down your plaques first. And then we'll get some flowers happening around. There we go. So we've got some flowers. We'll get rid of the tall grass there and the grass right in the center. Then we'll plant your sapling and grow your tree up to be nice, big, and strong. There we go. There is your tree, James is blank. Thank you so much for your support. And last but not least, we have our latest subscriber at number 68, and that is Crisis9408. So thank you for your support as well, Crisis. Very, very much so appreciated. I will just put your plaques down here. Excellent. So we'll plant you your flowers. Just get rid of that tall grass there. Chuck down a sapling. And then we'll grow this tree up as well. So there is your tree, Crisis. So thank you to all of my new subscribers for your support. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll see how many subscribers we get in the next episode, because we still have these these plots to fill. So anyway, hope you all have a lovely day, and thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye. Woo! Oh.